corruption in the country and prohibiting and meting sanctions on the practice may be key to solving the problem of corruption. And here to tell us more about his proposed measures, the principal author of House Bill number 264, or the Anti-Kickback Act, Parañaque Representative Roilo. Congressman, nice to see you again, sir.
Yes,
Thank you
good
for
morning,
coming.
Pinky. Thank you so much.
I read about this, I think in the Philippine Star about a week ago. And sir, first, my question was, why the need for an anti-kickback bill when I believe we have an anti-graft and corrupt practices act?
Well, that is correct. It may be covered already in the Public Act 1319, which is a very old law. But we need something more specific, and we have to really define in exact terms what is meant by kickback. And here, I have an effort, it may be a long shot, to also include the private sector. Because if you look at the cost of supplies, transactions, and other activities, one factor in increasing the costs would be kickbacks. And this is happening both in the public sector as well as the private sector. So in the end, it is the consumer who is the one being penalized for all these kickbacks. The definition is, well, I'd like to make it specific. This is going to be the battle, where the battle is, how to define kickback as fee, commission, credit, gift, gratuity, thing of value, or compensation, or any kind which is provided or given directly or indirectly by any contractor or the employee, representative, agent of such contractor. But you know,
or the seller, lessor, and lessee. So it's
correct.
quite encompassing. Yeah.
Now, but the other feature here, which is an introduction of the treble system of penalty. The civil penalty is not just going to be a fine, which is fixed in law. Like, for example, not greater than 500,000 or not greater than 2 million. Here, my penalty being proposed is to make it triple the amount of the transaction involved.
I see.
And I feel that that is going to be quite a deterrent, and it will really be a deterrent to those who are entering into these illegal transactions.
So kung ako yung nanginig pa, Congressman, are you saying triple the amount of kickback or triple the amount of the contract?
No, triple of the amount of the kickback. The contract. Let's say ako ang kickback ay 10%. Kasi sa mga old law, ang penalty dyan is a fine that is not in excess of a fixed amount that was fixed 20 years ago, 30 years ago.
It's outdated.
When the amounts were big at that time, but small already in contemporary times. But now, this is going to be proportionate to the, like it may be 100 years from now, pag pinag-usapan 100 years from now, 1 billion yung kickback, it will be 3 times the 1 billion.
So the person that can be held guilty here is, for example, sir, sabihin na natin yung ikaw po yung congressman, ako yung contractor, para malinaw.
Huwag naman congressman, public official.
Public official, sir. Tapos kumikba ka sa akin, ako yung contractor. Ang huli po, tayong dalawa.
Yes, yes. Pero
both
ang
accountable.
penalize talaga ng gusto, yung tumanggap ng
So let's say,
ang gusto ko rin
pero ako, sir, let's say tayong dalawa yon, you'll be more penalized kasi kayo po yung
the
tumanggap.
recipients will be more penalized.
Pero ako po, I also have liability.
Meron din. In fact, under the Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act, may penalty na yung nagbigay. No? Especially, he may be considered the more guilty dahil siya yung nag-induce, siya yung nag-start ng transaction.
Yeah.
Doon i-weigh ng korte kung sino ang mas guilty sa dalawa. For example, a private person may be compelled by the public official to give that consideration. Yun, i-pressure siya. Pero, it may be the other way around, where the private sector is the one inducing the public official.
Entice you to begin with, yeah.
Imagine, operan ka ng million, so hindi mo kahindi ng tao dahil masyadong malaki.
So, is it right to say it's a modification of the Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act because the penalties are quite outdated, sir?
That is correct.
And the definition, a clear definition of what
Yes,
kickback is.
yes. Kung sa akin, no, ang magiging debate dito, sasabihin ng iba, meron ng batas. Existing na, i-amend na lang natin yung Public Act 1319. But on the other hand, I'll say this is a new feature. Dahil ang in-introduce ko rito is the treble principle of penalty. So, instead of fixing that may become outdated after so many years, why not make it proportionate and automatically be updated with the time?
Can you just amend that and do that particular improvement in the old bill, sir?
Possible.
Pwede rin po
Yeah,
yun.
in the process, it's always possible.
Pero maganda kasi yung...
Napapag-usapan yan. But you know, it's always good to have a really special law to highlight the problem, which is kickback.
And I guess, sir, if you say anti-kickback bill, it's very malinaw po sa isipan ng tao yan.
Yun ang
kickback ka,
pinag-uusapan.
delikado ka.
Kasi ang anti-graft and corrupt practices act, ang dami niyan eh.
Yeah.
May mga corrupt act na wala kang matagang-tinanggap, no? But you use, walang financial transaction, but you use your power, halimbawa, to get somebody appointed. To influence a public official to do a certain act that may not be a pecuniary benefit, but still, meron pa rin substantial benefit.
But Congressman, ito po, anti-kickback bill, meron po ba yung minimum? Kasi yung definition nyo, if we can bring back the graphics on definition, it says even gratuity eh.
Yes.
Meron po ba yung minimum na, I'm sorry, babalik ko lang po sa atin dalawa na, ikaw yung official, ako yung contractor, kahit po napakaliit lang na binigay ko sa inyo, is that going to be considered under the anti-kickback bill?
Well, that is where the refinement will be. I think that will be the province of the Port already to determine whether it is material or not. Halimbawa,
That's hard.
pinakain siya sa isang mamahaling
The restaurant.
Oo. Sa New York, maybe that's different. Pero pag dito, maybe it's different also. So, andun papasok yun. That will be the defense of the one being accused. And we don't want to be so, ang tawag ito, yung masyado tayong nag-hair splitting dito. But sometimes it's unavoidable because you cannot really be specific on what is the minimum and what is the maximum is of course. Pero hindi mo pwede sabihin, pag 10,000 lang, okay lang. Eh, ang baka mamaya nangyari, i-split nila yung gratuity.
Alright, are we... Okay, Congressman Roilo Golez, we do apologize because we have to bring this in. Sir, pasensya na po ha with your indulgence kasi the Justice Sector Coordinating Council, or JSCC, launches the first National Criminal Justice Summit today. The summit aims to forge coordination among various agencies for the enforcement of justice. In attendance are President Aquino, Chief Justice Renato Corona, Senate President Juan Ponce Enrile, and House Speaker Sunny Belmonte. Let's listen in.